now, the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
Hey, good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, coming to you live from the WWDBTV studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. But today, we're calling it Gotham City. That's right, Gotham City, because today, it is Batman Day across the country. Bring it up my picture there. There you go. That's right, Batman Day is celebrated. Today is the day. Go to movies, watch the trilogies, make your own costume, whatever you want to do. It is Batman Day. And by the way, Adam West's birthday is the 19th. When he died, it should have been a national holiday. That's right, I said it. Thank you for watching us on Facebook or YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. Of course, you can watch us on Roku in about 72 hours when this show is uploaded under my show label on Roku, under the WWDBTV studios, which has a plethora of shows. That's the way John has instructed me to say that word now. We have all kinds of options. And if you want to call in 702-3, what is our phone number? 992-3207. 702-992-3207. If you're driving around town like back east right now, you're probably picking up the kids from soccer, going to dance class, maybe getting ready for dinner. Download the WWDBTV app to your Android, WWDBTV LV if you have an Apple product. Or like I said, hey, just watch us live. It takes the pain out of it all. That's right. I have a guest with me. This show is entitled The Beauty and the Beast. You know who is who. I don't have to declare which is which. Joining me, she is the co-executive director of the Las Vegas Natural History Museum. Ms. Kate Porter, how are you?
Well, thanks. How about you?
I said all that with one breath.
You did. I was waiting for you to fall over.
911 is on speed dial, ladies and gentlemen. Do not worry. Yes, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We've had Kate on before because last year at about this same time, she had the same event going on. Good morning, Jennifer, out in Hawaii. Thank you for tuning in as always. There's an annual fundraiser that they do now for over 30 years, not 3, like when I misread the press release earlier this morning. 30 plus years. They have an event every year called the Dinosaur. Has it always been the Dinosaur Ball all 30 years?
Always been the Dinosaur Ball.
Wow, will that name ever go extinct? See what I did there? Anyway, but I'm pumped.
Look,
Hey,
up in the sky. It's a
shut
plane.
up.
It's a plane.
Turn your mic off. You're fired. Anyway, if he leaves, then we're screwed because I don't know what to do behind the board. Anyway, yeah. So the 30th annual this year.
30th annual
That's
this
a
year.
big, nice round number. And I had the honor of hosting, being selected. It was a true committee selection. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I beat out a reporter from Channel 3 locally. That's a feather in my cap. That is right. Then here's the silly part. They must have all been drunk because a couple of months ago, I got an email that actually offered me to come back, unanimously, I might add. And of course, before the ink was dry, I said, of course. So I have the honor of emceeing the event again from tonight, right?
2 weeks from tonight.
That's right. I have no idea what it is. I think it's September 30th. Is that the date, the actual date? Yes. See, I can do math. Anyway, so we're going to get to all of that in a little bit. We'll talk about the museum and everything. And if you've been in Vegas long enough and have been to the museum 5 years ago, 10 years ago, even last year, it changes considerably because of the great exhibits they have, new exhibits, donations, and things happening that they have going on. So good things coming up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But as I'm stalling, as John is gracious enough to welcome my other studio guest that's going to hang out here before he can get ready, because you know what time it is. It's time for Vegas and Rap 2.0.
Are you sure?
No, until you hit the button.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
Point.
Hi there, welcome back. I love having 12 conversations at the same time. Hey, I'm going to start off with a trivia question. My guest right here, Miss Kate, she actually did not know this either, but for all of you out there, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. That's right, I'm going to do this for you. If you can get the answer to this question, I will personally autograph my book. Let my voice speak to you. I mean, I've only sold 10 of them, so I need 11. Kidding. I will autograph my book for you if you can get the answer to the following question. School bus. Picture a school bus in your mind. You know, you have those 3 black lines on the side of the bus. Aesthetically, they look great, right? Do you think they're decorations? What are the real reasons that those 3 black lines are on a school bus? That's your question. Put it in the chat room. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can put that in the chat room as well. Better yet, call me, 702-992-3207, so that we can actually get a winner on the line And if you get the answer right, John, you're disqualified. You cannot
I know,
participate.
I'm just asking, is Jennifer disqualified as well?
If she knows the answer, look, I know plenty of folks that did not know the answer to that
Okay.
question. So if Jennifer knows it,
I just wanted to clarify.
Jennifer is eligible, because if not, she'll beat me up when she comes here later this year.
All right.
Jennifer is a dear friend out in Hawaii that follows my stuff. I don't know why, but she's silly enough because she has no life to follow my shows.
I love that.
She's actually a kindergarten teacher out in Hawaii. She's a great lady.
Oh,
She comes to
wonderful.
visit a couple times a year on her way to visiting her father in Texas.
Amazing.
So it's not
Jennifer,
not a
hi.
bad stopover. 702-992-3207. If you can tell me the answer as to what those three lines mean on the bus, you get an autographed copy of my book. Maybe. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, you guys know that I love to talk about winnings here. Very thin on the announcements.
Aha!
Aha, what aha?
Aha!
What's that? Oh, that's one. All right. That's one of the reasons. Very good. There's three lines on there. She is correct. The top line on that bus is for your seat height. What are the other two for, Jennifer? You already got a copy of my book. So if you want a second one to give away, I'll send it to you or have it for you when you come visit. So the winnings around town this week have been I haven't gotten a whole lot, but there was one that I want to pull out. Rampart Casino, which is up in my neck of the woods, up in the west part. What town do you live in? What part of town?
Henderson.
Oh, so you're on the other side of the road.
I am.
You had to get your passport stamped to get up here today, then, didn't
I
you?
did.
I told her to be here at 11:45. She was here at 9. I mean, I don't know why, that traffic, I don't know. No. So Rampart, which is part of the JW Marriott Resort and Spa, they're actually known for some of the best slot winnings in town.
Oh, really?
Never happens to me when I go there. So everybody else is winning my money. So I hope that's okay. But for a $25 bet on the luxury line on the slot machine back on the 10th, this person for a $25 investment won $44,314. Not a bad return on investment, but my question is always, how much did they really spend prior to that winning bet to make back that money? That's the question that I always have. Oh, 2-cent bet and I walked out with $10 million. Yeah? You come to Vegas often? How much money did you spend putting into that machine before you got that $10 million back? That's your net profit. Nonetheless,
I bet it wasn't 10 million.
probably wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't my dad either, by the way. But of course, as always, the anonymous family keeps growing because the winner wished to remain
I know, they don't
anonymous.
get the same name.
And they all spell it the same. Imagine a phone book.
Yeah.
You know what their phone number would be, right? 555-1212. There you go.
That's great information.
There you go. Hey, do you watch Pawn Stars?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. You watch Pawn Stars? Watch
Pawn Stars.
Pawn. This is not that kind of show. Pawn, P-A-W-N.
That's what I said.
Sure you did. You watch that show?
No,
Well, then you're no good for the segment.
I know.
I have a guest here. Miss Allison's with me. She's an actress here in town. Actually, she and I did a commercial together. She's here today to just kind of scope things out because we were talking about another project. Do you watch Pawn Stars?
I have to be honest, I don't watch it.
It's just you and me.
Just us.
So for those who don't know, it's a family-owned pawn shop near Fremont Street. Unfortunately, one of the stars that we know, did you see the article?
No.
No, Big Hoss, the son,
Yeah.
was pulled over and arrested for DUI
Ooh.
on Friday at 2 a.m., September 8th. Corey Harrison, when he was pulled over, they saw his truck, weaving a little bit, kind of showing those signs. A field sobriety test was conducted, and Harrison was asked to provide a breath sample, which at first he rejected. He didn't want to do it, which, of course, normally is not a good thing. If you don't want to give a breathalyzer test, normally you're in trouble right away. Well, he finally changed his mind, but at the time he also asked for a lawyer. He later would comply when he finally got down to the Las Vegas City Jail. Okay. While there, the jail official said they did not have a working breathalyzer. How do you not have a working breathalyzer in the jail if you're arresting people for suspicion of driving drunk?
In Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. Right? That's like Liberace not having a piano.
Exactly.
That's like the museum not having dinosaurs.
Don't put that out there.
Not putting it out there. If they get up and walk out in 2 weeks, I'm leaving with them, by the way.
Okay.
Anyway, but he did agree to give a blood sample. He did do that. But unfortunately, because of that, he was booked into jail on the DUI charge. So, Corey, slow down, dude. That's all there is to it. All right. Any Barry Manilow fans in the room? Wow, the two old timers. You're not a Barry Manilow fan?
I have to admit, not so much.
No, I'm a big Barry, Mandy. I do like his music.
Okay, good. All right. This time
You
you're
just
alone.
can't see her because she's wearing green.
That's right. She is over there, folks. Maybe at the beginning of the next segment, I'll just have her come up and say hi, so you know I'm not talking to it like an invisible friend over here.
You can't do that.
Why? Why can't I? Oh, yeah. Well, so she will just be a talking head then,
She
really.
could just be a talking
That's right.
head.
That's right. But she's here. She is here.
It's all good.
There you go.
You can hear her.
That's right.
Okay.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
There you go. Hope you heard it. If not, just consider me a
I heard
ventriloquist. You heard it? It's all that matters.
All right.
Well, Barry Manilow is about to say, I think I reported this last week. I don't really remember because the congestion medication is just
No,
taking.
you did not.
I did not do this one?
That's correct.
How do you know what I was going to say?
Because you didn't talk about him last week.
No, I'm losing control of a show I never had control of. Barry Manilow will celebrate another achievement of his storied career on the weekend of September 21st, next weekend, coming up. He is set to pass Elvis Presley as the entertainer who's performed the most, I can't talk right, performed the most amount of shows at the International Theater at the Westgate, formerly known as the Las Vegas Hilton.
You're kidding.
Hey, Abraham Lincoln wrote it. I'm reading it just the way he read it and put it out there on the internet.
That's an accomplishment.
It is, actually. 600, let's see. Westgate, previously known. Elvis's first show opened on July 31st, 1969. The King took a final bow for the final time in December 76. Over the course of those 7 years, he performed 636 sold-out shows.
That's all.
Well, Mary wasn't there every day. So what's 7 divided into 636? About 90 shows. About 90 shows a year.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Every other weekend, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's 52 weeks times 2 weeks, 2 shows a week. It's not bad.
Okay.
God.
You're the math guy. What the hell?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when I teach reading. I forget how to do math. Anyway, so Barry Manilow is going to do a series of concerts September 21 through 23. Proceeds will benefit the Barbra Streisand Children's Center, Manilow Music Project, Musicians on Call, 3 Square Food Bank, Victoria's Voice, and Youth Villages. Why isn't the museum on that list?
I don't know. We should be.
Damn
Wait.
straight.
He's like 80, isn't he?
He is. He's actually in his upper 70s. Yeah, but you know what? God bless him. I mean, he's still performing. Tickets for the
You
concerts.
should have him perform at the Dino thing.
Hey, I'm
Dino
here
thing?
for it.
Dino thing? What a great supporter of your Dino thing. You're the one that asked her how to pronounce the darn thing before I went on the air, for crying out loud. Sale price for tickets, $70 to $399. That's okay. Includes entrance to the concert, commemorative coin, Copacabana boa. That within its, that's all worth the money right there. Record-breaking celebration hat, 2 free drinks in a collector's cup at the Copa Bar. VIP pass to the Saturday private screening of Copacabana the movie. There you go. This year also is special because it marks 50 years since Manilow began his career as a recording artist. He released his first album titled Barry Manilow 1 on July 7th, 1973. And since then, he has only sold a mere 75 million albums. God bless him.
Amazing.
Last but not least, before we go to break, so that we can get to real business, you know who the Savannah Bananas are? I can't speak. Savannah Bananas are?
I do not.
Do you know who the Savannah Bananas are?
I can't lie. I don't.
That's okay. I don't want you lying. It's okay, Allison. We got you.
I know.
You know who they are because we've only been talking about them. They are formerly part of the Coastline Professional Baseball League, which is like the minor league independents. These guys perform a mixture of baseball and entertainment. Go ahead.
They are the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Absolutely. They have former major leaguers that play periodically. These guys bring fun to baseball the way Major League Baseball really needs to be. It's a 2-hour game, 10 rules. That's all they have. But what they do in the entertainment during the game is crazy fun. I had the pleasure a couple of months ago of actually interviewing 2 of the players when they were on their way to Vegas because they played here locally a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. They are sold out everywhere they go, a year at least in advance. I know they're up in Syracuse this weekend, coming into this weekend, because the Savannah Bananas are being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's
No
what
kidding.
an exhibit, not really inducted, but they have an exhibit now that is opening up, which is actually taking place in the Field of Dreams exhibit. Hi, please. The Field of Dreams exhibit. The owner, his name is Jesse Cole. He's blown away. He never thought that this would happen. To even be considered for a display that shares what they're doing has been special for them. They really are reinventing baseball in a way that I hope, and I think that they hope, will bring the younger audience back to watching baseball. 2 hours, that's it. If a fan catches a foul ball in the stands, guess what? It's a recorded out. It's not out of play. It's a recorded out. They've now invoked a new one.
And they bring that.
And they bring the fan down to celebrate.
Yeah.
The newest the newest rule that they brought in is that a fan from the stands can call for a replay. If the fan, whoever the designated fan is, however they do it, if they want to go back and have a play reviewed, they have the power to do that. I really, really suggest if you want to go see them, you really need to look at their schedule. Go on to SavannahBananas.com. Look at their schedule upcoming. If you really want to see them, you need to buy tickets a year in advance at the earliest.
At least.
And I believe this weekend caps their season. They play about 80 games a year. I believe this time up in Cooperstown will cap their baseball season. All right, with that, real quickly before we go to break, those of you celebrating Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, Happy New Year, Good Yontif, and we are celebrating the year 5784. I don't know if Dick Clark covered them all, but I'm sure he covered the majority of them. Right? There you go. You're watching Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips. It's a good thing the title is that because it matches my name. Otherwise, the title would make no sense. When we come back, Kate Porter will join me officially with some great conversation about the museum. Yeah?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We'll be right back.
About time.
Find the art that speaks to your heart at Desert Valley Gallery. I've got to have it.
So colorful.
I can't live without it. You'll find the art that speaks to your heart at Desert Valley Gallery.
Hey, welcome back. We have a picture I want to show you. This is there you go. Look at that. Happens to coincide. Let me just see that. There you go, right there. Batman. Adam West, best Batman there ever was. Movies, Michael Keaton, 1, Christian Bale, 1A. But you told me you're a Captain America fan, so you don't need
Captain Marvel.
There he is, right?
Yep.
Captain Marvel. Captain America? Marvel.
Marvel.
That's the lady one.
That is the lady one.
She was good in that.
She is.
There he is. Michael Keaton. And by the way, he had a great role in The Flash. If you've seen The Flash, his cameo in there was tremendous as well.
Brilliantly done.
Wasn't it? It really was.
The whole concept of how they did that.
He was retired.
It was amazing. I mean,
it's great.
Just, you have to watch it. I don't want to give anything away.
It was.
Even if you're not a sci-fi fan or anything, you
have to see it.
Yeah.
Just because we said so. Anyway, yes,
writing.
it was. It was actually a lot better than I thought because the movie actually got panned.
Yeah.
In the public. But anyway, anything with Batman. Look, I didn't even like the new Batman that came out with Robert Pattinson, but I went to see it. Why? Because it's Batman. I thought he sucked personally. But anyway. All right.
We're talking about dinosaurs.
That's right. Let's talk about dinosaurs. Why don't we do that? Kate Porter, co-executive director of the Las Vegas Natural History. I swear I'm going to get it right.
You crushed it that time.
That was because I'm reading it the way you wrote it for me. Las Vegas Natural History Museum, located down on South Las Vegas Boulevard near Cashman Field and all that stuff. Great place to have. Welcome to the show officially.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you're flexible with the idiocity that I do on this show.
I just laugh the entire time I'm here.
glad.
It's okay.
It's good because I'm tired of paying people to laugh at my jokes. Anyway, so thanks for coming. So Kate's here because we're going to talk about the museum, the history of the History Museum. It's like a double thing, isn't it? History.
Mm-hmm.
And then more importantly, we're going to get into a lot about what is happening in 2 weeks of fundraising. Let's face it. I mean, museums are nonprofit organizations for the most part, right?
Yes.
And you rely on funding like many other nonprofits do.
We do. And we're actually not state or federal. Most natural history museums are. So we are completely dependent on the community.
That means you and me and John and Alice and everybody. So how long has the museum been there?
32 years.
32 years. That's a lot of years.
It is. It
Now,
is.
when the museum first opened, I can't imagine the size of the museum physically was what it is today.
No, we were in the same location,
Right.
but they've expanded into the building. And at this point, we are using every square foot of that place.
And I can vouch for that. Last year at the event, I put on so many miles going up and down the steps to get to everything. So when was the first expansion? What do you know? I know, Tessa, you weren't there all 32 years.
I was not. I'm the newbie to the team. But I know it was in the 90s.
Okay.
And so they were able to expand the Dinosaur Gallery, which is now the Ingolstadt Prehistoric Life Gallery. They added the Egyptian Gallery, Treasures of Egypt.
I love that. I saw that last year. I
Yes.
love that gallery.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cool.
So that was probably our last big gallery opening before 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. Another unveiling.
Yes.
Dinosaurs, lions and tigers and lions and tigers. Welcome to Aaron Phillips. We're starting all over again. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So how long have you been there with the museum?
4 years now.
What did you do before that?
A bunch of different things, as most people do when they're in the museum industry. Started in museums, went corporate, higher ed at one point, but always kept my hand in it. And when my husband got transferred here for work, it was my chance to get back into it for real.
There's a natural fit. We just had the flyer up. We'll keep putting that up. And also, we have the website for the silent auction item. We're going to put that up on a crawl in a little bit.
Perfect.
So this way it's visual. And of course, for those of you listening on the app, hey, we're going to say it orally, but you should go back and watch the video so you can catch it. There it goes right now. dinoball.givesmart.com. Now, I don't think I checked it out the other day. I was at the museum earlier this week to do a walkthrough. And when I said hello to Kate, she was buried under the plethora of items that are up for auction. You were taking pictures and getting them set up to be uploaded.
Exactly.
When I checked the website a couple of
week we'll add something for everybody. We were so awestruck by how generous the community's been this year. If you like dune buggies in the desert, we've got something. If you like incredible dining and shows, we've got something for you too, and everything in between. And
I want to acknowledge a relatively new sponsor or relationship that we have here at WWDBTV with Ultimate Luggage. I reached out to them because I purchased their set for myself for traveling, and I love it. And they were kind enough to also donate a set. And also, I believe they're doing something to help for fundraising as well.
They are. They're offering a coupon in the swag bag. And if folks love the luggage, they lost out on the auction item, they're able to go purchase, and a portion of the proceeds will come back to the museum.
There you go. So it's a win-win. And actually, earlier today, I was telling you before I went on the air, I filmed